Alright. A few bumps in the head, but I think I'm good.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the better dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Marshall. My new rival. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Yeah, it does feel unheard of. Alright, well... How about presenting you some story here, like say... The idea? Have you known Goodman before? Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal! This is a detective's ID card. You cannot just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Hey. Hey, come on. We're doing this as a job. We're doing this in the name of defending the defendant, you know. Like, Phoenix is a defense attorney. It's his job to keep this sort of stuff with him. Meaning that the Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Okay, you almost fooled me there. That was a good one.
But don't you work together with him in a criminal...
Whoa! Now I remember! Nani? Now he remembers! Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Nani? That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Okay, can we present you this knife? With the tomato sauce on it? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? But wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Well, maybe we can do so by presenting you this. What can you tell us about this? Have you been with Edgeworth yesterday to get this? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, no. I got an award for diligence myself. Oh. Well, good for you, Detective Gumshoe. I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the word a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Oh? Apparently he's forgotten. Ow. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we heard about the rumors. Okay. What about... Found Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Actually, haven't we gotten this before? Wait, I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. Okay. I mean, why the... I guess both the knife and the parking stop offer the same dialogue over here. Okay, well, anything else that you can say? Oh, well, we have some options over here. What can you tell us about Bruce Goodman? So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There wasn't the evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transfer. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there, to the parking lot. Alana's confessing as much. Okay. Well, can you tell us about some rumors? He is in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to department high-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. Well, especially since Manfred von Karma was Edgeworth's mentor. And given the fact that it was revealed that Manfred was a criminal and all, that would spread even more rumors. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. Ah! Are you freaking kidding me? What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Oof. Well, that certainly blows. I guess so. Let me examine the blue badger while we're at it. Before we move on.
I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Is it? You made this, Detective Yushu? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, my pal.
Nice work.
It's very powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Huh, well, that's lovely. Makes me want to dance too alongside it. Sadly, I can already show my dancing moves due to limited editing skills.
Poor Blue Badger. Faded to dance until he drops.
Well, at least he seems to be the type to enjoy dancing till the end. In that case, he will die doing the thing that he loves. Which is something, right? I guess. Although, in some other ways, it would be even worse than an instant death. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Yushu? I mean, we met the guy who is... what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. For West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Ah, okay, well thank you. This will be lovely. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just look like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, well, thank you, Gumshoe. I guess so. Let me just verify once again, see about some stuff. I mean, let me present you the one thing that you gave us, like, just 10 seconds ago. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. And I guess that's settled. So, let's get a move on to the underground parking lot. And do our thing. February 22nd, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. Okay, I don't know who that is. Either it's the sheriff or the lunch lady. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. Oh, there you go, that. Yeah, that's the sheriff. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Or I guess that's Angel.
Huh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Did I mention? I got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too.
And knowing my luck, it's probably the sheriff dude over there. Your luck runs as deep as the sun setting over the horizon, hombre. It means your luck won't last for long. Happy patrols, partner. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambino? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Saying the guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's the music. Alright, Mr. Marshall, let's talk about the victim over here. Well, I probably should present him the letter first, but let's see what... Actually, no, I don't want that. Let's see what he's gonna say first.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
Huh? Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? a.k.a. the letter that we got from Detective Genshu.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
I guess so. I guess we do have to present him the letter first, so... There you have it, hombre! The letter of introduction from Detective Genshu.
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Genshu. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cowdog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote that. God damn it, Gumshoe. Great, Detective Genshu. I owe you one. No worries. This proves it's from Detective Genshu. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in, then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Officer Marshall isn't a detective. He's a patrolman. Huh. Well, that reminds me of something.
That is odd. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are coming. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Yeah, you bet, partner.
Not the South. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Okay. Well, I couldn't agree more to the hootenanny. Let's have a hootenanny and drink to our heart's content, yo! But before that, let me just present you some stuff here. Like, you already know who we are. This is Phoenix Wright. Right. This is Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney. And I'm Noby, the detective. See your badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star. A lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light, illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night.
Not the South. Evildoers are weak against starlight.
Indeed. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Alright, about Goodman? Huh. What's that? What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it at a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance. In this red hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas.
Texas?
This is a tiny little crime scene, in a tiny little town, with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre?
Not the South. If you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas.
Always think of Texas.
There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros.
I guess, about the knife? Alright, compadre. Count to 3. Huh? Eh? You gotta do that if you're going to throw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Alright then, partner. Let's do this. Remind me to never visit Texas. Oh. Wait. I mean, I never been to Texas myself, but it's probably a lovely place. Alright, about this? Ah, a toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't like it, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these.
Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it?
Hey, they could use the same shield over and over.
Not the South. The prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
Well, that is definitely an important fact that we learned today. But, a trophy for King of Detectives. That would be something. You know it. A gun cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. You betcha. Okay, well, let me ask you something. Where were you yesterday at 5 p.m. in general? 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at the trot, real slow like.
A trot?
Wasn't that like those carriages or something? I don't know what it's called. The ones you ride with a horse and such. My banana tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So you see the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along?
God damn it. God freaking damn it.
Alright, compadre. Count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to throw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Okay. You know, I probably could do a lot better in voicing this guy. Either way, okay, now we can talk to you about this sort of stuff. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific?
Miss Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Oh, whoa. Aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the late. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. Yeah, I guess so. I guess they are in a relationship. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Thank you. Let me see about this. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay. So it could be between 4 p.m. and 5:50 and 5:30 p.m.
Was my sister involved with this victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You're calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives, told 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. So... why is it that you are no longer a detective? A change in ideologies? A change in careers due to interest in becoming a sheriff? Is that why the patrolman would suit you more?
But you're a patrolman now. So how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambira? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gansho was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
Huh. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Hey now! Don't be dissing my partner here. I mean, he ain't the brightest in the West, but he has a good soul. I guess the same can be said about you too, hombre. Eh? You do seem to be a special case, though. A living dead. wandering in the west once more in search of gold. The question is, will he strike in the end? Maybe because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's being kicked out of this kennel run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Ganshu? Kicked out an investigation? Oh. That just blows. Gumshoe. Well, okay, I guess so. I guess it's time to move on to examining this. Now that we have clearance. Ooh, yeah. Look at this juicy, juicy crime scene.
This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
So, you are thinking that Jason did it? He just smooshed the poor fella with the trunk door, like, multiple times? Yeah, I've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Okay, what about this? What is this exactly? This looks like a cell phone. A cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I cannot think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Well, sure thing. Right, let's check it out. Oh. It does it automatically again. Okay. Well, let's see. What can we investigate exactly? Maybe the strap?
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know?
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
I see he's as popular as ever with the kids. Oh, willpowers. Okay, let's see, what else? Ooh. What is this? The button for opening it.
This display is still on the redial button.
Redial?
Miss Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
Whatever, let's check this phone out. Okay, I guess so. Let's examine this. Now, I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Alright, well, let's find out. Ding! Yo!
If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Okay, let's call the next person on readout, shall we?
Not the self. The defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes buttons.
Oh hey! What did you look at that? Apparently Goodman was also a fan of the Steel Samurai. And you thought that he was old-fashioned, what with the strap, Emma.
Hey, that song. I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the readout on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? He was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to the chief prospector, Sky. Huh.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. The last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looked like she was fixing to host someone. Except she only spoke of a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that, I'm sorry, that was my phone. But what? Your phone? Yeah, it's kinda strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. If you're riding ahead of the herd, take a look back every now and then to make sure it's still there with you. What? Let me ask you something, wandering soul of the lands of the dead. Do you like Steel Samurai? Of course. Why wouldn't I? Good. Because I hate it. Dude! You just crossed the line, jabroni! You and me, outside! We're gonna have a shootout! I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Well, they can shoot me how many times they want. You won't matter in my conquest for truth, partner. Uh-oh. I'm inside the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. I guess so. Alright, well, let's examine some more. See what we have over here. Like, is there something inside the trunk? What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You're right. Let's see. 67S 12-2.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
Well, how am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay. Let's see. Victim's memo found in a car trunk. Touch the check button for details. 67S 12-2. February 21st. If you turn it upside down, it says February 21st. Don't know about the last thing though. I mean, if it is upside down, it says SL9. Huh. Yeah, it's gotta be upside down because coincidentally, if you are to turn it upside down, it says February 21st. Okay, pretty interesting. Well, is that it? Is there, like, anything else?
So the note wasn't here.
It must have fallen out of Detective Goodman's pocket.
And? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
I have no idea.
Note to self. For detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth. Not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth would be just as confused. Huh. Okay, what about inside the car? This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the truck is busted.
The crime took place in an underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Why the luxury car? It just claims I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Yeah, totally. The way Japan-California is, there's always going to be cases where the prosecutors win. It is a rarity that the defense always wins. Huh. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, we checked everything. You, Mr. Marshall, do you have anything else to talk about, like Lana Sky?
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you are...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I didn't know about? Ooh. Could it be something juicy? Like cactus juice juicy? I apologize, Bambino. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who? Huh. Speaking of the office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, right? Aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Mina. It's your sister, Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Oof. Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. It seems that Edgeworth is still not free to wander the West without being fired at with bullets. His sins of the past are still haunting him to this day, it seems. Is that why Detective Gunshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
What I can say for sure is that we will make it through, Emma. You won't have to worry. We will make it work. Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she is not the criminal.
You can guarantee it scientifically, Emma? Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
Hey, did I just hear that song once again? Hey, fuck you! We love that song! Yes, the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Bang bam! We have a long way till we can reach the absolute truth, partner. But before that, before we begin the case of the year, let's have a hootenanny! Yeehaw!